Hello and good morning. I want to clear some things up from yesterday, make sure we understand. So let's look up here. Okay, so when you do cumulative frequency, you take this number and you move it over, and then you add it to this one, 8 plus 10. Then you add it to this one, 24. This plus this. Then you add it to this one, 26. Then you add it to this one, 35. Then you add it to this one, 40. So there's 40 total. Relative frequency, you're going to take each one divided by the total. So each one divided by the total. And then you got to use your calculator. Okay? Once you do that, to do cumulative, and you got to figure these out. So 8 divided by 40 is going to give you 0.2. 10 divided by 40 is going to give you 0.25. 6 divided by 40 is going to give you 0.15. 2 divided by 40 is going to give you 0.05. 9 divided by 40 is going to give you 0.225. And finally, 5 divided by 40 is going to give you 0.125. Now, if you add this up, you should get 1, or 100%. Okay? So this actually should go here. So move it over here, sorry. And here you should get 1. Okay, now to get the cumulative, okay, so to get the cumulative, you slide this one over, and then you add it to this one, 0.45. And then you add it to this one, 0.6, I think. Then you add it to this one, 0.65. Then you add it to this one. And whatever you get, you put right there, then you add it to this one, and you get right there. And that's the way you do the cumulative, okay? So you have the frequency, which is how many times it occurs. Write that down. Frequency is how many times something happens. How many times it occurs. That's what frequency is. Cumulative frequency, you slide it over, add it, and you go down. Relative frequency, you divide each one by the total. And cumulative relative frequency, slide it over, add. That's the procedure. So look here. How many prices at or below $39? Here's $39. So at would be 10, and below would be the 8. So it should be 18. This one says how many at or above 40. Here's 40. So at would be here, and above would be here. At or above 40, you got to add these up. So that's 15, 16, 17, 22 is what I'm going to say. And then here between 39 and 70. So 39 and 70, between would have to be these three. So that would be 11, that would be 17. And that's how you do those. What I want you to do is copy down this one right here and fill in this chart. I'm going to make it bigger so you can see it back there. So copy this down, tally. You might say, well, what does tally mean? Tally is where you go through each one of these. Like you have a 2, you put a 1. It looks like there's only 1, 2, so the frequency is 1. Then you go to 3. 3, it looks like there's only 1. Then you go to 4. 4, they have 1 here, and 1 here, and 1 here, and 1 here. So it looks like there's 4 4s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, you put a 4 here, and so on and so forth. And then you fill in the chart. I want the cumulative frequency, the relative frequency, and the cumulative relative frequency. Okay? So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you put a 6 there. Okay? 6. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 6s. 1, 2, 3 6s. 7. There's 1, 2, 2 7s. And then 8s. Looks like I didn't mark the 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the 8s would be 1, 2. Now, if you wanted to check to make sure you have this right, you would add this up and then add these up and see if you missed anything. In any event, to find the cumulative frequency, you slide it over, you add it. 1 plus 1 is 2. Slide it over, 6. Add it, 12. Add it, 15. Add it, 17. Add it, 19. So there should be 19 total. Let's see what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's 20, so that tells me we missed one. So let's go over it again. 1, 2, no more 2s. 3s, 1, 3. 4s, it looks like 4. 5s, 5 5s. And I have 6. Let me see what's going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it looks like I'm counting only 5. All right, so what you have to do here is make sure and double check, okay? But let's just finish it up as if we have this right, okay? So relative frequency, you're going to take your frequency divided by the total. So whatever the total is, in this case, if the total is 19, you put 1 over 19. Okay? So let's just, let me just give me a moment. Let me check. Okay, we're going to go ahead and rework this one in class together. Okay? All right, let's keep moving. What I want to do now is give you your assignment here. Okay, so I want you to go to page 21. I want you to finish 1 through 6. Make sure you check your answers in the back, and then I want you to finish up this section. So go to page 23. I want to turn my attention to college algebra here. Okay? College algebra, anything to the 0 power is 1. Okay? Phones, balloons on the wall, math fees if you have them the last 10 minutes. This is 1. This one right here, all of this is to a negative. So this one stays the same right here. This one drops down. Now this is the same as this. So you can cancel this out and say 1. The square root of 20 is 5 times 4. 4 is a perfect square. The square root of 4 is 2. So the answer is going to be 2 square root of 5. That's called extracting roots. This one right here, this is really a 2. It's a square root, so it's a half. So it's 18 2 over 2, because this 2 goes on the bottom. This one is going to be z and 4 over 2. So this cancels and gives you 18 to the first power, which is just going to be 18. This one right here is going to be z to the second power, which is going to be the square root of z. You could leave it as, and actually, you can't put the square root. You have to put z to the second power. And that's the way I would leave it. Okay? Today you have a worksheet which looks like this. If you're at home and you can't be with us, copy this down. And here's the second part of it. I should have some extras in class, but if not, you'll have to go back to the video. All right. Have a good morning.